Greetings, it's Reverend Ahmondra coming to you from the place where the original queens always speak their truth. You know, this whole year I have been talking to sisters and I've been getting these pearls of wisdom from them, and it's been feeding my soul. I have decided to create a special project and I need your assistance. For the next several weeks, I'm going to present you with quotes from powerful queens on subjects like success, leadership, strength, purpose. And each one of us will get an opportunity to make comments about it, but I want you to assist me by giving me your pearls of wisdom. And we're going to string together all of this wisdom and put it inside of an ebook called The Pearls of Wisdom from the Original Queen. So at the beginning of each Pearls of Wisdom session, we are going to hear a quote by the powerful sister that is my shero, Angela Davis. I'm an exquisite black queen. I like, love, and celebrate myself. I don't fit society's beauty standards, but I'm beautiful to me. I know my worth and I respect who I am as a woman. I've got beauty on the inside, and that makes me empowered and powerful. I'm fearless and comfortable in my own skin. I've got flaws, but I'm still confident. This queen right here is flawed, yet phenomenal, valuable, and unique. I invite you to join me right now for this week's session on Pearls of Wisdom from the Original Queen. Today's episode is all around personal power. We all have personal power, and that personal power is rooted in our unique gift. For many years, I would hear people say, I have to find out what my purpose is. And they would go searching on the outside of them for something that is already within them. Today, more and more people are beginning to understand that their purpose in life is that unique gift they have, that yearning deep within that wants to come out. When we understand that all we have to do in life is identify the what, and the what is our purpose. What is it that I'm good at? What is it that I love to do? What is my passion that I could do every day? Get up early in the morning, do it all day, come home, go to bed, get up the next day, do it again, and never get tired and never have to get paid for it. That is the what in our lives. When we identify the what and leave the when, where, how to God, our life takes on a whole new meaning. That is when we step into personal power. I have two perfect examples of what happened when I identified the what in my life and how I was able to build power as a result of those experiences. When I was a social worker, I decided that I wanted to move to Africa because I wanted to understand our culture more. So the what in my life was answering that question. What is my culture all about? After I identified my what, God moved in and identified the place that I was going to stay in Africa, who I was going to study with in Africa, and when it was going to happen. I was able to move forward in my own personal power because now I had a concrete identity and I had gotten that information because I moved to Africa. The second example I have is when I went to India and studied under Sri Ravi Shankar in his program, The Art of Living. The what for me was studying in his program. When I identified the what, I let it go. And years later, things came together and I found myself on a trip to India to study under Sri Ravi Shankar. And my power surged when I learned how to engage with a particular breathing technique that I learned inside of the art of living. So our biggest task is to identify the what. And when we identify the what, we will be directed to step into personal power. Now it's time for me to provide you with pearls of wisdom from three powerful queens. And the first queen we're going to hear from is Alice Walker. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Many times we allow a person's title or their position to take away our power. We believe that because they have a certain designation in life, that they should wield power over us. Not necessarily so. because our gift is power. And when we allow it to come out, we can share our wisdom with whoever it is, regardless of what title or what standing they have in life. We have to always understand and know we have power. No matter what our socioeconomical status is, our educational level is, that does not matter. What matters is that you own and hold on to that unique gift that's yours. That is your power. The second queen that we're going to hear from is Beyonce. Power is not given to you. You have to take it. We can't sit around and wait for somebody to bestow power upon us. If we're in a situation and others aren't recognizing who we are and not allowing us to stand in our power, then we need to start making plans to move to a different situation, because remember, our power is based on our unique personal strength and our gift. And if we're not sharing our gift and our strength, then we're not standing in our personal power. The third queen that we are going to hear from today is Kimberly Williams Crenshaw. It's not about supplication. It's about power. It's not about asking. It's about demanding. It's not about convincing those who are currently in power. It is about changing the very face of power itself. Kimberly's quote reminds me of our sister Harriet Tubman. Harriet did not wait for somebody to give her permission to go back and bring her brothers and sisters to a better place where they could live free and not be under somebody else's power. She did not allow someone who said they had power over her to actually keep that power over her. So today we have to understand we take our power by standing in our unique gifts, by using our voices, and by not begging, pleading for someone to give us anything. We have everything we need within. When we identify our what, we stand inside of our power and we move forward and make changes in this world, just like our sister Harriet Tubman made changes in that world at that time, inside of that system that said she had no power. Our last quote today comes from Queen Oprah Winfrey. Oprah shares, what I know for sure is that speaking your truth is the most powerful tool we all have. And we know that Oprah walks her talk. That sister has been speaking her truth to us for decades. Many of us grew up behind a wall of silence. That wall of silence I talk about in my book. It trained us to not speak our truth. But today, it's a whole nother ball game. We are to stand up and to speak our truth, because our power lives inside of our voice, our truth. And it's up to us to share our truth with the world. I hope you enjoyed our pearls of wisdom from our queens today. I use those quotes all the time in my life. Thank you for joining me today. And please pick up a copy of the book and the journal. And remember, I am putting together an ebook of pearls of wisdom from the queen. And you are a queen. And I want to hear from you. Some comments are coming in and I'm loving it. When I put this ebook together, we're all going to be able to enjoy the pearls of wisdom that we've shared with each other. Our world is waiting for our voice. They need our pearls of wisdom right now, today. Future generations need to hear our pearls of wisdom. Don't allow your truth to leave this planet when you leave. Leave your legacy behind in a pearl of wisdom. If you're like me, you pull on what your mother said to you, what your grandmother said to you, even though they are gone. Their words live inside of our hearts. Let us leave our words here. Let us leave those pearls of wisdom for future generations to step inside of, so that they can be always living in their power. Subscribe to the channel, put your notifications on, send this video out to as many sisters as you know, because we want our ebook to be filled with all types of pearls of wisdom, because we have them. I invite you to join me next week when our three queens are going to be talking on purpose. Purpose and power go hand in hand, and I'm excited to bring you those pearls of wisdom. Bless.